Good morning and welcome to Joe's Money Monday. Happy New Year, and here's hoping to your continued success in 2019. Today I'm going to speak to you in reference to the blessings of rejection. 40 years ago, I entered into the mortgage industry, going from corporate salary position to a completely transactional commission business. My first 7 months in the business, I didn't make a dime. I remember though from my corporate experience that something doesn't work. What's next? The wisdom of next. Those words shaped my positivity and my resolve. Recently, I had the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Keith Johnson of Orange Coast Title. In a minute, I'm going to introduce Keith and have him share some thoughts on title insurance. But more importantly, his consistent calls and many rejections seized the moment for me to say yes to him doing business with me in 2019. Keith reminded me a lot of myself. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Keith Johnson of Orange Coast Title. Keith, I have some questions for you in reference to title insurance, which is something that very few people speak on. Exactly what is title insurance?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a question that's posed to me throughout the industry. Title insurance is an insurance that insures the new buyer for a right to ownership. And it also has a policy for the lender to ensure their correct position in the property when it comes to vested monetarily interest.
How important is title insurance in the actual real estate transaction?
The title insurance is very important. Lenders sometimes will not lend without title insurance because it affects the cloud of title if the person takes possession with taxes or liens on the property. They never have clear title.
Should your average homeowner check title on an ongoing basis, or is it a one-time charge, or exactly what should a person do to ensure that they have clear title on their property?
It's another good question. That's another question that's posed to us. Basic homeowners are not familiar with title insurance. As a matter of fact, it's the most misunderstood insurance in the industry. So before a person takes possession to a property by putting their name or their business on a title, they need to have clarity of who owns the property and who has right to ownership.
And there you have it. One of the many things that we'll be talking about in the coming year. Mr. Johnson, Keith, I want to invite you back to discuss further title issues that a person might have. I'm sure I'll have many requests from borrowers to have you back on.
Well, I appreciate that. Orange Coast is committed to educating our community with information.
Thank you very much, and that concludes our segment.